Coming up on UT Today, Sex Week is finally here. We have a look at some of the events taking place this week, and we put some students' sex knowledge to the test. Find out how they scored. Also ahead, it's crunch time for students as the semester comes to a close. A popular trend among many students involves the illegal use of Adderall. Hear what some people had to say about the problem. And the Greek community may soon see some changes in fraternity living. Some sororities have a house mom, but will fraternities now have a house dad? Stay tuned to find out. We have these stories and more next. Welcome to UT Today. I'm Emily Chastain. Thanks for joining us. Sex, sex, and more sex. That's the agenda for UT's Sex Week. Rachel Downs ventured to the pedestrian walkway to see which events students are most interested in.
Sex Week is the first of its kind at the University of Tennessee. The events began on Friday, April 5th and will continue through Friday, April 12th. These events were created by the student organization Sexual Empowerment and Awareness at Tennessee. UT students have had an overwhelmingly positive response to these events.
It helps people because sex is something important to talk about. It's everywhere, but a lot of people don't want to talk about it.
I think I might go to Sex in the Dark on Wednesday.
The one with Megan tonight, the Hysteria movie.
The Concepts of Virginity one, the one that was yesterday, Big Orange, Big Winky Face. The one with the birth abuse in the Bible. That sounds like fun.
In addition to the informational seminars and events, Knoxville's Hope Resource Center has provided a mobile pregnancy and STD testing option that will take students no more than 20 minutes. For UT Today, I'm Rachel Downs.
Now that Sex Week is in full swing at UT, many of the events students are attending are not only entertaining, but also educational. The co-founders of the event say the purpose is to educate a generally uneducated campus about healthy sexual behaviors. Honor Patterson quizzed students to see how knowledgeable or unknowledgeable they were.
Do birth control pills protect against STDs?
No.
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 Can girls get pregnant before having their first period?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Which birth control method is 100% effective? Abstinence, condoms, diaphragm, or the pill?
Abstinence.
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 How many American teens contract an STD each year? 3,750,000, 150,000, 15 million, or 8,000?
150,000.
3 million.
Which STD is curable? Gonorrhea, hepatitis B, HIV, or herpes?
I don't know if any of those are curable. Hepatitis B? I don't know.
Gonorrhea.
Do all STDs have symptoms?
Probably.
No.
How often should sexually active teens see a physician?
Probably more often than non-sexually active teens. I don't really know.
Once a year.
How many American teens get pregnant every year?
Oh gosh. I have no idea. 300,000.
I'll say 3 million again.
And the answer to that last question was 1 million teens. Tune in Wednesday to hear what students on campus say about their previous sexual education and how professors on campus feel about bridging the gap in a state that is known for abstinent-only education. Another controversial topic on campus right now is Adderall. As exam time looms over students, many are dreading their upcoming all-nighters, and some are resorting to drugs. I talked with some students about the pill-popping phenomenon.
Anything that could help, possibly, in college, they'll do. So, I've heard some people take it, but...
Adderall is no stranger to college students. This medication is used for the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. But it is common for students to use these pills to increase focus while studying and to boost grades.
It's a good study aid for people that need it.
Are UT students using Adderall or similar pills?
I've never needed it.
No, I don't take it, but I mean, my brother takes something like it, not Adderall, but something like it, and it helps him focus more.
I do take an anti-anxiety medicine, but it's not Adderall.
I need it to study. I have ADHD, ADD.
Most students were hesitant to talk about their personal use, and they admit they don't know much about the drug.
I'm not sure exactly about Adderall.
I don't know if you can be addicted to it or not, but I don't really know any of the side effects, like negatively, but it can probably be abused.
We're honestly the guinea pig generation, though. We won't really notice if there's any side effects till later in life, and it's kind of scary to think of it like that.
I don't really know enough about it, but I think there's obviously negative side effects to everything.
I feel if doctors prescribe it to as many people as they do, then it's got to be somewhat safe.
According to a study by the National Survey on Drug Use and Health, found that full-time college students between the ages of 18 and 22 were twice as likely to abuse Adderall than those of the same age not in college. Many students were not willing to comment about the subject. On top of the stress from final exams, some students are also worrying about graduation and the job search that comes with it. As commencement nears for graduating seniors at the University of Tennessee, the job hunt gets even more competitive. For seniors at the University of Tennessee, graduation is drawing near, and that means the pressure to find a job is at an all-time high. And for many undergraduate students, applying and interviewing for career jobs is uncharted territory, leaving them uneasy about what to expect after graduation in May.
For me, it's just very, very intimidating, but once I start getting in there and getting interviews and applying, it'll be a lot better.
And for finance major Kelsey Geen, that's exactly what she's done. Geen has been to several interviews for companies stationed across the country and says that the experience she has gained from these interviews has proved valuable.
I've been talking to random people in areas that I want to go to, and for the most part, older professionals, people that are already established, are really nice and optimistic about entry-level jobs and about helping people get their foot in the door.
Some students also see entering the workforce after graduation to be a boost for their applications when applying to graduate school.
At the moment, I'm thinking about probably working for a little bit, maybe a year or two, and then going back to school, probably getting an MBA. The MBA school here likes people with real-time job experience, and I don't really have any at this point.
And although the competition to find a job can be stressful, students agree that the future is bright for undergraduate employees as companies search to fill positions. But for Geen, she says it's not about finding a job, it's about finding the job.
For me, it's about finding the right job. So, and it's kind of like the law of numbers. You just keep applying and keep talking to people, and eventually you start to see where the direction you want to head in.
For UT Today, I'm Hannah Gordon. Students are optimistic that the economy won't affect their ability to find work. In fact, many say the recent rebound will enhance opportunities for employment for recent graduates. The Greek community is considering implementing a different kind of job. It's common for sorority women to have housing advisors to help them around their house, but what about the fraternity men? Jackie Del Pilar has the story for some big changes for the Greek community.
Taylor Buck is a medical student at UT with an unusual job on the side, fraternity house advisor. Better known as House Dad, Buck's job is to help the brothers of Sigma Phi Epsilon with whatever they may need, especially around the house.
Really here for anything they need, advice, help with the university, alumni, pretty much everything.
SIGEP alumni decided that the brand new house the men were living in needed an older advisor to help keep things in order. Although the brothers were skeptical at first, Buck believes his role has been beneficial to the fraternity.
And I think it is good to have somebody around just to give general advice. If one of the guys needs to come to me for anything, they can.
SIGEP is the only fraternity at UT who currently has a live-in advisor, but with recent proposals made by the Greek Task Force, other fraternities will soon follow their lead. The task force is comprised of Greek students, alumni, and faculty who have created a list of ideas to improve the safety of UT's Greek system.
I've heard from a lot of other fraternity chapters that have had and currently have housing directors, housing dads, or house moms, that they really do appreciate them as far as keeping them in check, not necessarily in just making sure that they are doing the right thing at all times, but just making sure that small things are taken care of around the house.
Many students at UT are in support of this proposition, as long as it's something that's introduced over time.
It's not an unusual concept. Other chapters around the country have something similar. So I think it'd be good to discuss, but ultimately I think it should be up to the Greek community to decide.
I think within time it could be a good thing to add to our campus. I currently live in a sorority house and we have a house mom, and I can honestly say it's the best thing that our sorority ever did. We're very close to our house mom. She keeps our house in order, checks up on us when we're sick, and I think the boys could definitely benefit from this.
Overall, the task force believes the Greek culture should remain the same in houses, but it may just be a little bit cleaner. For UT Today, I'm Jackie Del Pilar.
These changes will not go into effect until housing contracts expire in the next few years. The sun was out this weekend along with gardeners and plant enthusiasts. The UT Garden had its annual spring plant sale Saturday. Gardeners perused the different plants and flowers in the 70-degree sunny weather. Elephant ears were a hot product at the sale. The UT Gardens director said people like the plant because of its wide variety of colored foliage. All proceeds from the sale go back to UT Gardens.
Not only do we get to sell plants and raise money that way, but people come and learn about gardening, get excited about gardening. The gardens, even though it's part of the university, we have to raise funds to keep supporting what we're doing and the educational program we offer to the community.
The UT Gardens will host a gala on May 3rd to celebrate its 30-year anniversary. The gala will provide dinner and a silent auction. All proceeds will go back to the gardens. More information on the gala can be found at utgardens.tennessee.edu. In national news, former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher died at the age of 87 this morning. Her spokeswoman said she passed away following a stroke. Thatcher was Britain's first and only female prime minister. She was also the only British prime minister of the 20th century to win 3 consecutive terms. She retired from public life after a stroke in 2002 and suffered several strokes after that. Many recognize Thatcher by her nickname, the Iron Lady, which she earned for her personal as well as political toughness. Iconic fashion designer Lily Pulitzer died Sunday. Pulitzer got her start in fashion by accident. Pulitzer opened an orange juice stand in 1959 to profit from her husband's orange groves. She asked her seamstress to make dresses with bright prints to hide orange juice stains, and a designer was born. Her bold prints later spread from dresses to swimsuits, children's clothing, and home decor. Pulitzer's cause of death is unknown, but we do know her unique fashion sense will live on. A true field of dreams, the force of love, and a sky-high birthday celebration. The video that will have you talking is next, and take a look at this.
Take a look at this. A 7-year-old scored more than a touchdown this weekend. Jack Hoffman suited up with the University of Nebraska for the annual spring game. Jack has brain cancer, and taking the field with the Huskers was his dream. 60,000 fans went wild as he took the ball 69 yards into the end zone. May the force of love be with you. It's a Star Wars fan's dream come true. A proposal at a convention of all things Luke, Darth Vader, and Princess Leia. He got down on one knee, and she said yes. No word on whether the theme of the proposal will carry over to the happy couple's wedding. Take a look at this. For her 90th birthday, a Florida woman took her celebration to new heights. She went skydiving. Friends from her retirement home were on the ground to cheer her on. For Take a Look at This, I'm Elizabeth Corridon.
That's all for us at UT Today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily Chastain. Have a good evening.